I live in a big city in my own apartment. My girlfriend Lily resides with her roommates. But if I'm being honest, she is basically over here 80% of the time. Early today yesterday, while I was at the gym with my friend Mike, she texted me that she had an old friend she hasn't seen in a while that's in town and that it would be nice to have a quiet place to catch up. I said they could use my apartment and that I go out for dinner with Mike, so they'd have time to catch up during this time. I'm at the gym. I was in a rush. I didn't ask who she was inviting over. Well, apparently I should have, as the old friend she was apparently catching up with alone in my apartment was her only ex-boyfriend Kyle. About 30 minutes after this conversation, I get a text from her saying they're at the apartment. I just said bet and continue with my friend Mike, and I finished our workout around 7 p.m. and decided we'd go to Whole Foods as their hot salad bars. Got some great food, we ate there and finished around 8:30 p.m. I'm on my way home now, and honestly, I wasn't expecting anything other than just saying hi and hitting my ass to bed. It had been a long-ass day. And honestly, I was just ready to get to sleep. I arrived home around 9 p.m. and at this point, I had no idea if her friend was still over or not. I was secretly hoping they were not, as I didn't feel like socializing at all, but hey, I'll take one for the team. When I walked in the apartment, I see some big-ass Timberland boots that obviously are a man's. I'm immediately like, damn, her friend brought her boyfriend. I'm going to have to stay up and socialize. Now I take off my shoes and jacket and start heading down the mini hallway. As I enter the living area, I see my girlfriend sitting on the couch with a man at separate ends but staring right at each other talking. My girlfriend notices me and jumps a little. I didn't really find this odd at the time, but now I am thinking back on it. It makes sense. At this point, I'm still completely oblivious. I say hello and start walking towards the man. I'm looking around the house at this point for her friend. Honestly, I just thought she was in the bathroom or something. I shake the guy's hand and say, "Hey, I'm Lily's boyfriend." He replied in a cocky-ass way with, "I'm Kyle, Lily's ex." I was like, my fault. I thought you were her friend's boyfriend. Then it got a little quiet and I rapidly came to the realization that my girlfriend has been alone with her ex in my apartment for the last couple of hours. I look at my girl and say, "So I'm taking this with your old friend?" She said, "Yeah," in a soft-ass voice. At this point, I wasn't letting myself jump to any conclusions, but I'm tired and I don't feel like socializing. I'm also now upset. My girl was just chilling with her ex in my apartment. It got quiet again and these two made zero effort to continue whatever conversation they were having just moments ago. Lily asked how my day was, and I was like, it was fine. I guess again, getting the vibe, I interrupted something at this point. I'm fed up. Only like a minute or so had passed since my question to her. And I look at him and ask Kyle, "Hey, do you mind ending it here for today? I actually have some things I have to talk to Lily about." He said she invited me over though and we're still reminiscing on the good old days. I look at Lily, she can't even look me in my eyes. I look back at Kyle and say, "Alright, let me rephrase it. This is my apartment and I'm telling you to leave." He then looks at her and says, "Do you want me to leave at this point?" And I'm not proud of it. I completely lose my shit. Saying, "What the fuck do you mean by that? I don't give a shit if she wants you to leave or not. I'm telling you to get the fuck out of my apartment." Lily is telling me to calm down and turns and tells him he needs to leave. Kyle gets up and heads towards the hallway to get his shit. I follow and he ends up leaving. I come back and Lily is now pissed at me, saying I embarrassed her. I embarrassed you. She then goes on about how my reaction is totally uncalled for and she told me he was coming over and asked. I was like, "No, Lily. You said a fucking friend was coming over, a friend, not once. Did you mention this friend was a male? Much less your ex?" She then says my reaction was bullshit and that I acted like an ass. I tell her, "You were with your ex in my apartment. Do you not understand how much of a screw you that comes across?" As I then asked, "Why the hell were you meeting in the first place?" And she tells me he's going through rough times and needs someone to lean on and that she just wanted to be there for him as he's a nice person. And that by hanging with him in my apartment, it shows nothing shady is going on. I explain how that is bullshit and that if my ex started having issues and I was the one comforting her, she would be pissed. She was like, no, she'd understand because she has empathy. I was like, that's bullcrap. Lily, you got pissed at me at the gym because I smiled when a girl complimented my form when lifting. She then was like, she's done talking and stormed out. I didn't say anything. I didn't chase. I haven't reached out. I just sat on the couch and thought about what the hell just happened. I then called my father, who gave me some great advice. She then texted me these 2 hours ago. Can we talk? I'm sorry for not telling you. It was my ex that I invited over. I don't want you to get the wrong idea. Nothing happened. Nothing is going to happen. I love you. He messaged me out of the blue. He needed someone to talk to. I didn't think that much of it. I'm sorry for deceiving you. That sounds like BS, right? I didn't think much of it, then followed by sorry for deceiving you. Like, obviously you did think about it or you would have been truthful. I wanted to talk to him at your place because I didn't want you to assume something else was going on. Please talk to me. I love you. Obviously, if she sees this, she'll know I'm talking about us, but she doesn't use Reddit. I haven't responded yet. I'm leaning towards wanting to break things up with her after talking about all this with my pops, not for talking to him, but for how I felt in the moment it all was happening. It's a huge red flag for me that she said old friend instead of her ex. I still don't get it in the moment of me getting visibly upset with her ex. She didn't take my side once when I was nice before I even recognized him. It felt like I was the odd man out. I just felt like she doesn't respect me. Not on some 1950s crap where the woman has to respect the man. But if the roles were reversed and I was with my ex at her house, I would have backed my girl when she was getting mad. I would have called my ex out for talking cocky to my girl. I'm still very pissed. So I don't think I should be talking to her right now. It's currently around 3 a.m. honestly, I'm just tired and I am pissed. Edit 1. It's currently 12:44 p.m. It's already been a long day and will continue to be a long day. I've seen your comments. I will update tonight or tomorrow depending on what plays out. It's been a hot ass